Hey guys, Airgun Angie from AirgunWeb. So this is the scenario. I got a new Springer. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna take it out to the range. I'm gonna shoot it at 50 yards and I'm gonna get a dime-sized group. Is that really realistic? I don't know, guys. Let's check it out. Check your stock screws and make sure they're tight. You check your scope ring screws and your scope screws. You make sure they're tight. So guys, this is the Gamo Swarm Magnum, and this one is super powerful. It is the most powerful Gamo Swarm gun that they have, and it was actually the gun used during the Gamo Squirrel Master Classic that I went to last, and there was a lot of success with it. And of course, Ben, the outdoors airgunner, he went open sights because that has that option. And it is easier to keep an eye on the game while it's bouncing from tree to tree. So that was a good choice for him. And we all had great success. I myself did not shoot the Magnum. I shot the Maxim because I was more accustomed to it and thought I would do a better job for my team. There's Ben, he's going on open sights, doing an awesome job. And then here's the rest of our team. That little guy right there, he's got some good eyes. So this is awesome, a lot of fun, loving it out here. And the rest of our team. And of course, the dogs, doing their job. This is the Magnum and it's .22 caliber. It is super accurate and at a further distance than most of the other break barrels, which is super sweet. With the mags that come with the Gamo Swarm Magnum and the Gamo Bone Collector Gen 2, it is not possible to double feed a pellet because it is inertia driven. A second pellet won't leave the mag until the trigger is pulled. So that's pretty sweet. It's super convenient for squirrel hunting, guys, because those little boogers are fast. You might need a follow-up shot, and if you got to try to figure out how to get a pellet in the breech real quick, that guy might be gone by the time you get another shot off. 10-shot opportunities? Absolutely sweet. I'm using the Gamo Swarm Magnum as an example. I haven't had a whole lot of experience with this one. I've shot at a lot of the other Gamos. My favorite is the Bone Collector so far, but I figured that it's time to get an experience with the Magnum. So I took it out to the bench, I took some practice shots, and no, I wasn't in a place where I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be great, I'm gonna get these dime-sized groups, it's gonna be awesome, because I already know, because I've had enough experience with Springers, I need to get to know the gun first. Each gun has a little bit different feel, like this one has a thumb hole stock. You snuggle up to it, maybe a little bit different than you would the Bone Collector. It might have a different type of feel, light, heavy. There is a difference from one gun to another. There are so many components that would make the gun different from another that you need to really get used to it before you really figure out whether or not the gun is a good shooter or not. That's my plan, guys. This video is all about my getting used to my Gamo Swarm Magnum. This one is super powerful. It is a Magnum. And being able to shoot the tightest groups possible eventually. I'm not expecting that of myself right away. then I'll get settled in with it, a little bit more comfortable than I was with the practice shots, and see how tight of groups I can get at 25 yards and at 35. So at 25 yards, I would say those groups are very nice. But I know and I believe that this gun can do better than that. I need to get used to the gun. Just like anything else, guys, it's going to take practice. So don't be quick to give up on your gun, and don't be quick to give up on yourself. There is a certain hold that you need to use while you're shooting a Springer, and some Springers like to be held tighter than others. Some Springers just want you to let them relax and leave them alone and let them shoot. You got to figure out what your gun likes best. Generally, the artillery hold is the best. You will find out where the gun balances the best. And this one is about right there. So you want to find out where the gun balances the best. You don't want to shoot this where the gun is actually resting on the rest itself. It is best to have it on a bag and your hand under the gun, between the gun and the bag. Don't hold it tightly up here. Let it relax. Pull it into your shoulder and take a shot. So there's a certain type of hold that you will need to put into practice when shooting a Springer. And the more consistent you get with that hold, the better the Springer will shoot. A lot of components, guys, like I said, but you guys need to know this so that when you go buy a Springer, you're not quick to give up on it. Then I moved back to 35. I wanted to see what kind of groups I would get at 35 yards. And of course, they weren't as tight as they were at 25, but still not bad. I'm getting used to the gun still. I will take some time with the Magnum and get used to it, shoot it more so I can get comfortable with it and see if my groups improve, which I really do believe that they will. And eventually, I'll take it back as far as I can and do some freehand shooting with it to see if it's an actual good squirrel gun for me. Now, compared to the other Gamo swarms, this one takes a bit more effort to cock. This one's a two-hander for me. Of course, I'm a girl. I mean, I've seen men just grab it and cock it with no problem at all. I am not as strong as they are, so it is a two-hander for me. It's not a deal breaker. I still enjoy shooting the gun, and I do see the groups tightening up and improving, and I do see being able to take it back to a decent distance and make some really good shots, which is great for squirrel hunting because sometimes those squirrels can be 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75 yards away. Some of those trees are pretty tall, and it would be nice to confidently take a shot at them that far away. So guys, this is the Gamo Swarm Magnum. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will choose to stick it out with me and see what happens as I get used to the Gamo Swarm Magnum, whether the shot groups and the accuracy improve. I believe they will because this is a great gun, and I've seen results from people who have taken the time to get used to it. That is key, guys. Don't forget, you buy a Springer, don't go out there with, oh, this is going to be awesome, and get out there and get dime-sized groups at 50 yards. You got to get used to it first. You got to get to know it. It's like building a relationship. And then y'all worked well together. And then you get beautiful, tight groups. If you guys are interested in any Gamo Swarm or Gamo products, go to www.gamousa.com. So that's it for today, guys. I'm Airgun Angie with AirgunWeb. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all don't just have a good day. Have an awesome one. See ya. And don't forget, guys, if you're interested in checking out any of the products in this video, go to the description. The links will be there. Click, and it will take you directly to the product.